A question from Bangor Daily News reader Bob Cody Jr. Do support background checks on all Syrian rebels before we provide them arms? I'm not sure whether Bob was just giving me a hard time about that, but the answer essentially is yes. I've been very cautious about this. I got to tell you, I'm very uneasy about arming the Syrian rebels, and particularly for the very reason that Bob raises. We don't know who's going to end up with those arms. And in Afghanistan, of course, in the 80s and 90s, we really armed the Taliban against the Russians, and then the arms that we gave them or sold them ended up being used on us. I have the same concern in Syria, and we've been reassured that they'll be checked and it'll only go to people that are sympathetic to the West. But I think I think Bob has hit on something, and it's the reason I've been very reluctant to support this proposal of arming the rebels, because number one, it gets us entangled. I don't know how. I want to know what our strategy is once we get there and what our exit strategy is. But also the very question Bob suggests, and that is, how do we know those weapons are going to be used and end up in the hands of people that we feel comfortable with? Because there's no question Al-Qaeda and al-Nusra, another jihadist group, are very active in Syria right now, and I think it's a good question.